making manufacturing simple again, providing automation services to industries like automotive and agriculture, with top clients like General Motors, Chrysler, and Ford. A company always up for the challenge. This is Kasa Controls. Welcome to this Careers Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Litwin, the voice of B2B, and today we're highlighting the open position of Controls Engineer at Kasa Controls, a company that prides itself on delivering turnkey solutions for industrial controls and automation. In service since 1974, they've been at the cutting edge of their industry from the beginning, and yet have never lost their personable touch. Built on a strong foundation of controls, electrical, mechanical, and industrial engineers, Kasa puts their people before their projects. Like they've said so eloquently, when you work at Kasa, you know each other. You know each other's families. You know each other's kids. It's a community. The position of Controls Engineer is tasked with providing detailed industrial control system drawings, doing design work including drawing up electrical schematics, power circuit and control circuit sizings and loadings, SCCR calculations, thermal calculations, and more. This position is built around structure, and this candidate must follow Kasa's refined design and sizing procedures, as well as any other project-specific code requirements. To dig into the position, we're speaking with Justin Ryan, Engineering Training Manager for Kasa Controls. Let's hear more from Justin himself. Welcome to the podcast. Great to have you on.
Hi, Daniel. Thanks for having me.
So, Justin, we could go through the basics, but we're better off flying through those because who wants to hear the same old stats from the website? So we're going to be doing an interview in 30 seconds to cut through those basics. Justin, are you ready?
I am.
All right. The clock is ticking, and location.
Salina, Kansas.
Hours.
We have two different phases of our project. During the design phase, it's typically Monday through Friday, office job, 40 to 45 hours a week. When we're on commissioning, we're out of the job site and getting the equipment up and going. More like 6 or 7 days a week.
Travel involved?
Yes, travel is a big piece of what we do. As I just mentioned, we have to travel to the job sites and commission and install all the automation systems we work on.
Love it. How many years of experience?
The years of experience for the people can be anything from 0 to 30.
And career path expectations?
Our people are expected to be comfortable being stretched, being put in some challenging positions. We're always looking to grow our people from entry level and turn them into lead engineers.
So Justin, you mentioned this job is located in Salina, Kansas. Is that right?
That's where our main headquarters are at, yes.
Great. So give me your top 3 favorite things about this area.
Wow, that's a great question. The family values of the people here in this part of the country are very important. The outdoor activities that this part of the state offers, there's a lot of hunting, fishing, hiking. It's all very, very exciting. And the third thing would be the good Kansas weather. We experience all 4 seasons, and so we're always looking forward to winter turning into spring, spring turning into summer, summer turning into fall, and some people even look forward to fall turning into winter.
Yeah. So Justin, more on this position. I asked you in a pre-interview survey which fictional character best embodies this role. You said MacGyver, which is a truly epic answer. What about this role screams MacGyver, and how many peace-threatening baddies is this control engineer going to have to ward off?
Right. So our people have to be jacks of all trades. They have to be able to think on their feet. They have to be able to problem solve in high-pressure situations. And so those things that MacGyver's so good at, just being able to think on his feet and come up with solutions in short amounts of time, it's something that our people, they're not fighting off a lot of bad guys, but we are working up against some pretty stringent time constraints in order to make our customers happy and make sure that we're providing them with the value and service that they're expecting.
Well, I'm glad you went with MacGyver, because on your site I read the quote, "First stop Kasa, next stop world domination." So you've already got that 80s action movie charm.
We do.
I love it. So what pegs me as the coolest part of this job is seeing your automation work come to life. It must feel really rewarding. So what would you say are the top 3 aspects of this job that would make it perfect barbecue talk to impress the family?
Yeah, so the values of the company itself are really pretty unique. Family value is a very important part of who we are. Play, having fun is an important part of who we are. So just being able to come to work every day and truly loving where you work and who you work with, I think is something that is rare in the world. So another thing that's really cool about what we do is the projects themselves. Being able to start with a blank piece of paper, design an automation solution, and then also be the one that gets to go out to the field and make that solution work. Being able to see that project come full circle from a blank sheet of paper to machinery that's actually operating and building a product is a really cool feeling. It's very gratifying. And the third thing that's really cool for us is the challenge of these projects. Our people are there's many different things that happen on a project, and our people have to be able to adapt and overcome. And it's that meeting that adversity and being able to overcome that adversity is really a character building trait that comes with our projects.
I love that. So, Justin, let's look bigger picture at the impact of this position on the company. How can whoever gets this position of controls engineer make a really important impact on not just this position and this side of the company, but all of Kasa Controls?
Always looking for solutions, always looking for better ways to do things. We're not stuck in our ways here at Casa. We're not stuck inside the box. We're always looking for different ways, different approaches, different methods to be able to do our business better, differently, be more efficient. And so, someone who comes on board that has the idea that they can make a difference and that they aren't afraid to voice their opinions on things that they see or ideas that they have can certainly make a difference in all facets of our company.
And how do you feel Kasa Controls makes the employee experience second to none beyond just the perks and benefits?
The employee experience here at Casa is very valuable. The people that work here, we all know each other. We care for each other. We know what's going on in each other's lives. We know each other's families, what sports and activities our kids are involved in, and so we care for each other. It's a community, and so when you come to work here, you're not just a number. You're not just a person walking through the door and a person walking out the door. You're a real person who has things going on in their life, and we have a support structure here at Casa that if you need help doing something, there's going to be somebody here to help you. If you need help moving over the weekend or help, repairing the deck on your house, it's going to be easy to find somebody here to help you do those things.
Well, Justin, I appreciate you giving your time to give us some more insight on this controls engineer position and why it's so important to the company. To wrap things up, what are some things interviewees should be excited about for the interview process, and what's something that might intimidate them?
I think our interview process is a little bit different than most companies in that we're pretty laid back. When we go in an interview, there's typically 3 or 4 people from Casa that are in the interview, and of course the interviewee. And our goal during that interview is to show that interviewee who we are. We want them to experience our personalities so that they have an idea of what it would be like working here on a day-to-day basis. So it's the real stuff. The way we act in the interview is the way we act in the hallways and in meetings. We like to joke around. We don't mind giving each other a hard time here and there. We keep things really fun, really playful. And as far as anything intimidating about the interview process, I hope there's nothing that's too intimidating. Talking about the projects and what's expected for the position would really be the only thing that would be intimidating that comes to my mind.
Sure. Well, Justin, thank you so much for joining us on this Careers podcast and filling everyone in on this position of controls engineer.